Hi everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life Season 2, Episode 21 with me, Cid, and last episode we worked on the spawner area, and I have since... So I thought I saw something move. I've put the path in to link this into the build. Obviously that is pretty much, it's just chisels and bits, nothing fancy. Still need to work on that path up there, but again, there's no rush. I may actually put my Britannia area up there. That's I'm kind of erring towards that as a thought now. I just need to drop off some stuff. What about you? Yeah, maybe not you. Well, not there anyway. And we are well. I am intending to tackle a problem today. Right, we have got. Let's have a look what we got in here. That's one. That one, actually, that one does need looking at. That is, and that needs looking at, and that's a big pile of crates. So in here we have just a number of items which we need to just process away in one way or another, and we have a number of building blocks and stuff which we also need to process away in one way or another. This is not what I'm planning to do this episode, obviously. That probably goes in there along with that. Redstone in there. This lot should go over this side, and this is where we start hitting problems. That is now full. Now I could go for the bigger thing. Right now I'm just going to dump this off quickly here because I haven't got the time to be faffing around with that. In fact, I'll sleep quickly. So one of our problems is wood. We don't have a huge amount of it. The other problem is, of course, storage, which if we go that is, we just have a double check at crate. See, this one uses empowered. So we could do that, which is a large storage crate. Why would I want? See, yeah, you have to use a medium in the first place. Okay. Okay. Yep. I mean, we could do it. It's not a biggie. I suppose we should do it, really, but yeah, not today. I really can't face the thoughts of making giant storage crates, and we will ultimately get to a point where we can make most of the other items we're going to want anyway. Very cryptic of me, I know. In fact, we'll leave you there. So I've got a whole load of books, and I've got a whole load of books on me, and I've got a whole load of items here, and I have got a lens of disenchanting, and of course I can do that. Oops. And, you know, get a book, put it in, take the next one, so on and so forth. And it's going to take a short while because there's a lot of stuff there. Now, what I don't know, and one thing we should probably try and find out, those can go, is can I transfer the enchants directly into those bookshelves? And I should, just to save time. No. Okay, well, that means that this is the only option. So I am going to zap those, and I will keep on working. In fact, I'll just get a whole bunch of these ready, I think. Because we've got all of these books as well, and all of these fishing rods, and that's from the the farm in its well, in its raw state. This is not an efficient farm at this point. We need that and that, and bang. However, I was saying we have an issue. The issue is we need to come up with a means of getting wood, timber. So I am in a mind to start working on a tree farm today. So let me just process this lot through, and I shall be right back with you. Alright, they're all done. So we're going to head over here and just stash them. Taking the anvil over. Basically, I'm going to move my entire enchanting setup over to here. And I may actually put a disenchanting setup as well, although I'm not entirely sure how I would go about automating that particular process. But well, for the time being, you can go there, and you can go in there, and then we've got an unbreaking. We've got unbreaking. We've got one that's got multiple enchantments. I don't know whether we'll have anywhere even close to enough storage. Concentration, fortune, and something else. That's smite 3, smite 4, flame. And now we can actually start on the boxes, because we've got 4 crates of these. And as I say, I don't know whether we'll have enough storage in this system for them, but we can certainly find out, can't we? A lot of these will be duplicated, so there'll be a lot of unbreaking, a lot of bow enchants, a lot of fishing enchants. So on that respect, we should be okay. And I do hear what has been said. A few people have said this really doesn't feel as impressive as the original Alexandria, and I agree, and we are going to do something about that. Part of that is going to be involved with getting a tree farm, because we obviously, if we want to build bookshelves, we're going to need wood. Always a bonus. So yeah, for the time being, I am going to basically fill this up as much as I can. And we shall just, you know, make the best of what we got. Whoops. Wow, what was that one? Sharpness. Ah, okay. So that could go on there, for example. Well, it'd be a shame not to be. All right. Anyway, let me finish processing these, and I shall be right back with you. All right. Yeah, we didn't quite have enough. There are a few enchants we've not got space for in there, but that's fine. We've got that. That's there, and we can, as we start pulling the experience together, we'll you know, we'll be able to utilize that more, enchanting our armor, enchanting our tools, you know, basically improving all the time. So let's go and have a look at tree farms, and I'm going to try the cyclic tree farm. There are a couple of options, because I've got the I can't remember what the name of the mod is now. It's the Yeah, the Hoofer mod, Hoofer Doofer. But the cyclic one, it looks actually fairly straightforward. I've been impressed by the level of the cyclic stuff. So first things first, we are going to need a flux point. So that's going to be those. So we're going to need four obsidian. We're going to need more obsidian. 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 of those. That should, I think it's that way around. Probably not. No, of course not. There we go. And then we want to make a flux plug, which is basically that with a redstone block, which is easy peasy. So because obviously cyclic ore requires power now. Now if we look at the forester, I think it is this one here, it's 3 furnaces, 2 iron. Okay, let's get the furnace done. Well, furnace, whatever the plural. Well, we'll go with furnaces, shall we? 3 of those, and then we need some logs, a daylight sensor. Ooh. The question is, have I got the stuff made ready for a daylight sensor, or do I need to? Well, that will give me 3 of those. Oh, boom. Hang on. There we go. Lost myself there. I need some quartz and some glass. Glass we've got. I'll just take on 1 too many. And quartz we got. So that's easy. Two iron and 2 logs. Iron. Nope. 2 logs. Forester. Now that. Wow, that's a pretty big space actually. What is? All right. Let's sleep and see what's necessary for this. Because I think we're going to need to find a space for it to sit and live and do its thing. Oh wow, we got one or two guest speakers over here. Hi. Be wrong not to kill them, wouldn't it? Mainly for the experience, of course. Alright, anyway, we got a whole load of junk and we got this. Now, if I were to place this down here and do preview, that is going to go, let's have a look, what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 9 plus 9, 18, 19. Wow, that is actually a pretty hefty sized tree farm. Alright, well, let's clear some space for it and see how it goes. Shouldn't take me too long. Back in a minute. Oh, this is actually a pretty big area. I'm going to pop this in on here and we are going to work from here. That should be fully charged. Now all we need is some saplings, and I don't want to use, oh, actually we'll turn the preview mode off. Jump up and down on that a wee bit. There we go. And then we're going to get some saplings. Yeah, not acacia. Let's try. Well, my first thoughts are, well, let's see what we got. I suppose is my first thought. We've got a reasonable amount of that, haven't we? Let me just get rid of all of this lot. And that and that and that. Not that we need fish for anything. And that. Let's see how this works. We're going to need more saplings for definite. That is a given. So it's just going to basically plant them out, isn't it? Now the question is, how does it handle them when they grow? Let me just grab that. We'll grab that a lot. Oh, I see. Well, it'll be interesting to see how it works. Now, one thing we can do is we can use chisels and bits to actually control how and the space this uses. I don't actually have to have it that big, I don't think. I presume it's we just got to wait for one of these to get a growth stick now. Do 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 do. Sorry, it's not happening. Anyway, I'm going to sleep. We're going to wait to see what happens when a tree grows, and I'll be back with you in a mo. Or, of course, if you're impatient, there is always bone meal. We'll grow that one. Come on. Grow. Because I'm interested to see taking its time. So it's not the fastest thing in the world. See, to me, the drawback for this is that it's the sheer scale of the machine. It's it's a 19 by 19 square, and I mean it does say plant saplings and harvest logs. So why is it not harvesting the log? Has it just not got to this thing in a moment? Okay, we're going to let this run for a while, and I'm just going to have a little think about it in the meantime. But yeah, I'll be back in a second. If you put it in preview mode, you can actually see which block it's working on. So it's currently working down this way. Another sapling has grown because obviously it's got a growth tick and grew. I suspect we've just got to wait for it to get down to the trees. There really is nothing else. Oh, and another one grew. there's nothing else we can do about it. I'm curious to see how many saplings, if they drop off, whether it just takes the tree out. It's going to take a short while to get back down to here, so I will be back with you as soon as this pink column of particles gets over to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Alright, it basically breaks everything as it goes. So, oh yeah, so now it's into here, but it's leaving the leaves and anything that's on the outside. So I think what we're going to need to do if we're going to use this is, I mean, you should, have you got picked anything up? You should be surely be picking that up. You're not going to get back across before that despawns, as best as I can tell. And in fact, it looks only to break the blocks. That's awkward. But there are ways and means of getting this sorted. That's not a problem. It's more the fact that it actually doesn't pick anything up. Okay, well, it's interesting. It's an interesting take on a tree farm. We do have industrial foregoings, which has got things like the plant gatherer, which, if you look at that, will harvest any tree, and the plant fertilizer, which will fertilize things. And there is one of these is a planter even, if I can find it, plant sower, which works things. So this is yeah, this is another option we have. I'd say the issue, and the big issue we have here, I think I'm going to turn you off. The big issue we have here is this. It's not picking anything up. Which means, of course, that it's not going to get anything from that. Now, we have got a whole load more saplings, so that's interesting. Alright, now I need to have a think about how I want to, what I want to do with this. Let me, yeah, I've got some ideas. I'm just not 100% certain yet. So I'm going to have a quick think. I'll be back with you in a sec. Alright, I've had a play, and the cyclic tree farm is just too slow. So we're going to have a look at this industrial foregoings, which itself is a copy. It's got some really useful mods in there, and the one I want to get is, if I can find the damn thing somewhere, there is a bit like that. Yeah, where are you? That's the first one. So I'm going to need iron gear. No, I've lost myself already. God. There we go, tree fluid. Some smooth stone, a furnace, iron gear, and some redstone. Okay. Smooth stone, that. Iron gear. The iron gear seems a little bit expensive at 5, but there you go. And yeah, bang in that. Oh crap. Oh dear. Put that in there, and we'll, there's a reason why I have no more recipe conflicts, and this is it. Get the right thing. I should have no more recipe conflicts. Okay, what's going on here? Have I found a problem? Probably. I've lost it now. Where's me? Oh, come on, I've lost it now. Breaker. Yeah, we have an issue. Now we can. We definitely have an issue. Alright, I need to go and fix that. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, that was embarrassing. I hadn't actually included no more recipe conflicts. Which, yeah, that was embarrassing. Only a little bit embarrassing, but still embarrassing. And 6 of those. So that will be added to the pack. It's not in the pack at the moment. If you have this problem, you will just need to add no more recipe conflicts to buy the Stimig cow, I think it is. And it will give you these things here. Tree fluid extractor. Let me find a log. I'm going to find a log I don't like. Yes, go with... Actually, just go with oak. And for the time being, we'll place this down here, just because we can. And it's got a little thing there. It requires no power. It's got a tank for latex. That's the latex tank. There's a fluid container. That's what goes in there. Now, I'm not sure whether you can't place these in here. So you place your log in front or a tree, and it starts to extract the latex from the log into the tank, which has got a capacity of 8. Okay, second cable. What I would like to do is come down here, hang on, and bring wire over to the other side. These are going to move out of here eventually. And this is a lot of this is temporary, but for the time being, I need to put some more power down. And yeah, this will work for it. So let's bring you down there and bring this all the way across here, because we're going to need to add, we'll just use one of these. That should do us. And in the first instance, I think we just need the one machine, so we'll do this, I think. Bit of Brazilian pine. Right. Oh, we need to place you in there. Now we will need to do this all properly. This is me working things out. So it's obviously getting that. You can see here this. I think we're starting to see a braking animation. Yeah, we are. I'm fairly certain. Now this will actually consume the log, so let's just leave that for a little while. We'll come back to that in a mo. So the other thing we need is the latex somewhere. Not that one. It's lost myself. Latex processing unit needs another gear. Okay, let's get in here for starters. Another gear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's so easy to lose this thing. 2 more furnaces. independent redstone. That's not enough iron. And then what is this thing here? The machine case. Iron, logs, and a redstone block. That is all doable. I think that was it. Yep. Well. So this mod is basically MineFactory Reloaded remastered. MineFactory Remastered probably would have been a better name for it, actually. So the latex processing unit goes down here, and it has a tank for water, and it has a tank for latex. Latex comes in here, and you can see there is a braking animation going on here. So what I think we will do to automate this a little, only a little teeny bit, is look at the block breaker. Now there is an industrial foregoing block place, I should say, but there is also a block placer from Cyclic, which may be better. So we can take, that's all stone, that's a cobble. Dispenser, okay, okay. Did I keep a bow? I did, cool. Bit of redstone. See whether this will work. Dispenser, 2 iron. Bit of redstone, some smooth stone, splat of redstone, that, and get there eventually. That. What have I done wrong? It's cobblestone. I did those the wrong way around. That's what I did wrong. So if we place this doesn't require power by the looks of it. So if I just put 10 in there, I have it always on. It's basically going to keep doing that while that breaks. We've got a bucket and a half. That's still got this break animation going. World appears to be pretty good. Now, there is, in industrial foregoing, a few other things we're going to need going forward, but one of them is that, the water concentrator, but we need this. This is what we're aiming for at the moment, and to do that we need that, and to do that we need to get these. With me so far? Okay, now we're going to need a lot of water. So what we're probably going to have to do is, well, no, probably about it, we are most definitely going to have to come out here, get water buckets, fill that tank up. It uses a bucket for every single piece of dry rubber, so we need that automating. And right now it's manual. So the very first machine we are going to need to make is going to be a, how are you doing? You're only at 2. I don't know how much rubber you actually get out of a log, but it doesn't matter, that's easy to automate. So I think we're going to also need to start thinking with a degree of seriousness about an industrial building, because this was never meant to be our industrial area. This is just you know, our first build. So yeah, and I've been looking at some designs. We're probably going to want a whole load of bricks again, because I'm going to go with that as a system. That will get me 8. So if I take a bucket of latex, and that's nearly done. Put that in. That will start processing. We're going to need to go and get these buckets of water. So it probably would make a lot more sense just to put in a water source block somewhere nearby, or maybe even get a tank or something. But this is near enough that it's not quite that bad. Could be worse. Anyways, let me get these to the point where I have got a couple of these. And I'll be back with you in a moment. Alright, well, I've got some. And these we basically craft like so. And that will give us 2 pieces of dry rubber, which we will then run through the furnace to get plastic. And armed with plastic, we can go and get to the next step, which will be a water condenser. So we need a couple of pistons, water buckets, some iron gears, all of that. But I think we're going to leave this episode here, and we're going to plan where I want to build. Obviously that's a tree farm. I want to build my industrial building way out of the way of that area. Oh, now we've got pretty much free reign now. We can do an awful lot. So I am thinking to build the building over here. If I can, damn you, too short. On this section all the way across to about here. Come back into the hillside here, and it will quite literally go all the way across this way. And I've got a design. Again, it's going to actually be quite reminiscent of the original industrial build we did on season 1, in that it's going to be a brick, and it's going to be based off a nice model. This is actually going to be based off a train shed. So I'll break a little bit of this ground here, but right now what we're going to need to do, I think, more than anything, is clear the space ready, and we'll probably start with some clay harvesting and some brick. We're going to need a fair bit of it, although we are going to be chisels and bitsing it all, so that will make it go further. Anyway, let me just break this out and clear this bit of area, and I will be right back with you. Alright, I've just done a little bit of caving. We've got some clay which we will break down and we'll cook up into bricks. There's certainly like 2 stacks of bricks though. I need to double check what we've got elsewhere. There's another pile there. Any clay in here? I'm probably looking right at it and missing it entirely. There's clay, there's clay. Yeah, I went caving with Quark in the pack. There's absolutely no point in going into swamps and stuff. You'll find it more underground than you will on the surface. Now, here's a question. Is there a recipe for clay? Any cunning mechanism to... You can get it from sludge, which we may get going later. And you can get it from the hydrator by putting it in, but yeah, alright. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it. If that's the way we want to do it, that's the way we're doing it. Hang on, can I? There we go. Got a whole load of bricks worth there anyway. That's the main thing. And obviously I got a few resources while I was out as well, so you know there's a bit of iron and gold and copper coming down to be processed as well, so that's all good. Yeah, this has got almost a full tank. This we need to automate properly. So next episode we are going to be working on the industrial complex, because the tree farm, as is out here, just isn't up to snuff. This will not do. So yeah, this lot here is going. We will probably put the tree farm in this roughly same area, but I don't know exactly what form that's going to take yet. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.